Welcome to Pick a Side, the show where we both pick a side, but it's up to you to decide. I'm Zach here with
Lincoln, the high flying punchman. I'm just kidding. No, but that is racist. No. So we have this pick a side is Jackie Chan versus Jet Li.
Yes. As you can see by the photos of the two of them, because I tried to look for logos, but I mean, come on. Come on. There's no logos unless you want the Jackie Chan Adventures logo. Jet Li doesn't have a logo, so I just went with pictures because it's fun and we're fun. But Lincoln, you're going first, so please tell me about Jet Li.
It all started in China. Okay. Let's do his whole biography. No, but Jet Li does have amazing films in his repertoire. No cartoons, to my knowledge, but he is a very good film artist. What am I trying to say? Actor. Yes, and of course those kicks be flying. In the Jet Li movies, you got your Fearless, because that movie made me cry multiple times because of just how he's like. You remember the scene? Fucking collar. He's like, no collar. It's like, oh shit, he come into play. You got your Lethal Weapon 4 when he was the bad guy. You have your Hitman. That shit was good. He was also a bad guy in that. Romeo Must Die. It's Romeo Must Die. He was there. Also had the amazing song of Aaliyah in there. That was crazy. And of course, Expendables. All the Expendables. Where he apparently retired, but he's like, well, technically it's not a kung fu movie. You do kung fu in it. I also have a gun, so it doesn't count. Whatever, dude. Just keep doing you, man. Keep being amazing. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it, man. Jet Li. High precision fighting. Also, in Justice, you could also know that in Jackie Chan Adventures, Jackie Chan talked about Jet Li and said that Jet Li beat his ass.
Oh, wow.
No, I didn't say that. But he didn't know that Jackie Chan was not a stunt double and just fought him. And then he was like, "Oh, you're Jackie." I think he gave him a shiner. I was like, oh. Yeah,
that's it. All right. Well, I mean, Jet Li. The thing is with him is that he does have a lot of good movies, but I feel like they're not as. I don't want to say not as well known, but he doesn't have a lot of like breakout films as much as. Well, I mean, maybe you disagree, but that's the great thing about this is that we disagree. But this guy that I'm about to talk about, Jackie Chan, he has a ton of breakout films, all sorts of genres. I mean, yes, he does come from the traditional kung fu films straight out of China. My first experience with Jackie Chan was Rumble in the Bronx. We had the VHS, and it showed off the best sides of Jackie Chan, the comedic side, but also the kick-ass fighting style, and the combination of the two gelling so well. But Jackie Chan, I mean, look, Rush Hour, that's an amazing franchise. Him and Chris Tucker have that chemistry that works so well. Maybe not so much with Shanghai Nights and Shanghai Noon, but those are still like okay, those are fine. But there's so many great Jackie Chan films, whether you're looking at the classic ones he did, whether you're looking at the ones from the late 80s into the 90s are like his sweet spot. Project A, I believe, Who Am I? Those are all solid films. But I mean, on top of that, he was able to have Jackie Chan Adventures, which for both me and Lincoln, that show aired when we were children, and that cartoon was pretty good. I'd say it's a pretty good cartoon. It's a part of pop culture from that period of time. I don't want to acknowledge the secondary Jackie Chan cartoon that got dubbed into English and is quite possibly the worst cartoon I've ever seen. I'm just going to forget about that. But on the whole, Jackie Chan, to me, he embodies everything you would want in terms of, he's got the action, he's got the humor, he's even some drama and some romance a little bit. I mean, He also played in City Hunter, which is based on an anime / manga that I like quite a lot. That movie's okay. I'd recommend to check it out. But yeah, Jet Li is fine, but I think Jackie Chan is fine.
Oh, okay. Also, I forgot the greatest movie ever, Jet Li, the one. Mr. Oh, he doesn't have any standout movies. The one? Come on, man.
I'm just... I don't know. I mean, Jet Li, he's cool. He's cool. Jackie Chan's cooler.
Well, nah, Jackie Chan was the funny man. That's how he got to, even though he had to, which is funny because he went to comedy just because people kept going like, he gonna be the new Bruce Lee. He like the new Bruce Lee. And it's like, I don't want to be compared to Bruce Lee.
Right.
Like, not that Bruce Lee's not amazing or anything, but he's like, I want to be me. I want to be Jackie. So that's where the funny man come into his play. Also, it helps that he knows Drunken Master, so that's where you always get the whole like, I'm sorry. It's kind of just like that alternative of just being like,
yeah. But as always, you could choose Jackie Chan, Jet Li, or you could choose Bruce Lee if you really feel like Bruce Lee is the man of the hour.
Everyone's gonna pick Bruce Lee. Dude, you know you have to be badass to do a onesie of fucking just yellow and black. Like, this is a style now. Like, I guess.
Yeah, one of the best films, one of the best martial arts films for sure. I mean, he fought Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I just still remember that scene where he's like, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I guess, was like a blind man, if I remember correctly, and then he starts like poking holes through the paper windows. And that's like how he defeats him, is because he blinds him with the sunlight. It's like, but that would be a pick aside for another time if we had Bruce Lee versus Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee versus Jet Li. I mean, that would. Oof.
Whoever wins this,
exactly.
But it's up for you to decide.
Exactly.
With that and everything else, bye. Just bye.
See ya.